Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, this is Kellie Rasberry with your Showbiz Top 5 for Thursday, July the 18th. Now, David Archuleta's dad, Jeff, was busted for solicitation. He pleaded no contest and paid his fine. Now, Jeff's attorney says his client did happen to be inside a massage parlor when it was raided back in January. This happened in Midvale, Utah. He says, but Jeff had a bad back. He was there for a legitimate massage and no hanky-panky was going on in the back. He said it was his first time there, didn't know what was going on. So if that's the case, why do you plead no contest? Two girls claimed they were seriously injured at Ryan Cabrera's place. What happened was, I think back in November, Ryan was at a bar, needed a ride home, and asked these two girls, and they said yes. So while they were walking up to his house, they noticed the driveway leading up there was very steep, had some slippery tiles on it, covered in rocks and trash and other yard debris, and they really couldn't see that well. It was pretty dimly lit. So they go inside for a while, and then when they both leave, they both accidentally fall. Now, one girl says it was so bad, she almost died. She had a brain injury, had to have surgery. She was in a coma. Her family was told it's time to pull the plug, but they didn't, and she survived. The other girl says, well, I didn't die, but, I didn't come close to dying, but I did get hurt and had to have surgery, too. So now both girls are seeking unspecified damages. Life getting better and better for Melissa Rycroft. Thank goodness she didn't end up with that horrible bachelor, Jason. Breaking off that engagement was the best thing that ever happened to her. She didn't know it at the time, but she went on to star with, on Dancing with the Stars, almost won the thing, and now she tweeted yesterday that Good Morning America has hired her to be a special correspondent for the summer. No confirmation yet for GMA. I guess they want to wait and put out an official release, but it looks like she'll find some extra employment, all from being dumped on national TV. TR Knight has officially left Grey's Anatomy. Now, Shonda Rhimes, who created the show, had until June 30th to decide the fate of TR and his character George, who we were led to believe in the season finale he may or may not have died when he was hit by that bus. Well, TR finally went to ABC and said, look, let me go. A source said he wanted his power back, and they said, fine, you can have it. You're out of your contract. So I guess we can assume that George really died. Now, finally, Dina and Teresa from The Real Housewives of New Jersey went to Us Magazine to talk a little bit about the finale, and they say they are not the ones that brought this book, Cop Without a Badge, to the show. Dina said we actually didn't want it brought up at all. We wanted to keep the show pretty lighthearted, and it was Danielle's doing. Danielle's the one that, for whatever reason, wanted this book brought to life, maybe so she'd get some money and publicity out of it eventually, and she does respect, her decision, whatever reason she may have had. Now, in the meantime, you remember that guy she dated on the show? His name was Steve, right? He was only on for a couple of episodes before she dumped him. Let me see, Steve, yeah. So anyway, she dumps him at the restaurant, no big deal. Well, now Steve says he's got very naughty pictures and videos of Danielle. Remember when she propositioned him to go into the restaurant bathroom? He says that pretty much happened every single time they went out. She likes doing that kind of stuff in public, thinking they might get caught. She loves that risk. Well, he says that he's willing to sell these videos and pictures to the highest bidder. He says one of the reasons they broke up was because she was always borrowing money from him. She tries to appear that she has all this stuff, but sometimes she can't afford to pay her bills, can't even afford to buy food. One time, she even hit him up for 20 grand so she could buy some jewelry. Well, you can't even buy food for your kids, and you're worried about keeping up with the Joneses. That's not doing too good. So anyway, he says the best way to get his money back would be to sell off some of these videos. So we'll see if we'll see some naked Danielle out in the press in the coming days. And that's your Showbiz Top 5.